Hey again, this is Andy from potatoesandpearls.com, and in this video I'm going to be using the air fryer to show you how to make air fried tofu. I'm going to be giving you my base and my seasonings to show you how to get this appearance to your tofu, where this is air fried tofu but it gives the appearance of a deep fried chicken nugget. So stay tuned for my tips and tricks to get this golden brown color on your tofu. The first and most important step in frying tofu is getting most or all or as much as possible the water out of the tofu. I'm just showing you here what I do to try to get the water out of the tofu. Some people have a tofu press that they use to press all of the water out. I just use a thick tissue, or I guess a napkin in this case, a thick napkin, and just continuously press to try to soak up as much water as possible, and then I let it rest inside of the napkin for a little while. For my base, I use cornstarch because we're not using egg. It's going to give a thicker coating to the tofu and give that fried consistency that we're looking for. I use a simple combination of garlic powder, onion powder, and Trader Joe's 21 seasoning salute. If you have not looked at Trader Joe's seasonings, you are sleeping. And I put in salt and pepper for taste. If you don't have a tofu press and we're able to press out all of the water already, after your tofu has sat for a little bit in your napkin or paper towel or regular towel, probably for about 5 minutes or so, you want to go ahead and take it out and cut it up into cubes. I'm doing cubes just because this tofu is going to be going onto a salad, and you can see my cube sizes here, but however you want to cut is fine. I like to take extra precautions because I just want to stress this. It's very important when frying tofu. You want to make sure that all of the water, as much water as possible, is out of the tofu, because you're not going to get a good fry. You're not going to get a good consistency. So what I do is, after I've cut it up, I go ahead and put it in a bowl with another napkin around it just to absorb any extra water. And now I'm going to go ahead and toss my tofu chunks in my mixture of seasonings and go ahead and get it coated and ready to fry. Because I work with a smaller air fryer, I can't do very large batches at a time, but depending on the size of your air fryer, you can probably get through this very quickly, so it shouldn't be any worries. But you do want to make sure that when you are putting your pieces into your air fryer, they're not touching. And that's anytime you're air frying anything. The air is what's frying it, so you want that to be able to circulate around the food. So if the food is like really packed in there and it's no space for the air to move around, you're not going to get a good fry. So I'm just making sure that all of my pieces have a good amount of space around them and there's room for the pieces to fry properly in the basket. So that's just me moving the pieces around. There's going to be a couple of steps to follow to get this fried properly. The first thing is you're going to want to have your air fryer approximately on 370 degrees. The next portion is that you are going to do your first round of frying for 12 minutes. But every 4 minutes of the 12 minutes, you are going to take the basket out, shake the pieces around to make sure that they're not stuck, and then stick the basket back in. After the 12 minutes has passed, you're going to go ahead and pull out the basket and add olive oil. I recommend using a brush or some type of pouring spout that has a very thin pour or some type of controlled pour. You'll add a little bit of olive oil, shake it around for an even coating, and put it back in the air fryer for an additional 5 minutes. And you are going to still leave it at 370 degrees. And that's it. We have made perfectly fried, air fried tofu. and it looks good enough to fool somebody into thinking that it's deep fried chicken nuggets. And actually, I have fooled people with this tofu. So it is something I use for salads. It's something that you can just eat on its own. It's very versatile. Whatever your heart desires to use fried tofu for, you definitely can. And I hope this video was super helpful and informative to anybody who's just getting started with making tofu, or even somebody who's been doing it for a while and now they have a new spin with using the air fryer. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you are into food videos, I do a lot of air fryer and I do a lot of Instant Pot videos here. If you are into DIY home ideas and if you are into travel, this is a channel for you, and I hope you consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Bye.